When you start searching online for natural remedies, you are quickly overwhelmed with wild promises. People tell you about magical detox cures, superfoods that supposedly cleanse your blood, melt body fat overnight, or kill aggressive bacteria on contact. Let us stop that narrative right here. I did not start chewing cloves because I believed in a miracle remedy. It began as a simple experiment, a small change to a daily habit. But what happened after 7 consistent days changed my entire understanding of how our body communicates with itself. 10 persistent everyday health complaints that I had quietly accepted as a normal part of getting older began to improve, not dramatically overnight, but with a gentle, undeniable consistency. And here is the twist you need to know. This profound change did not happen primarily because cloves are chemically so powerful, although they are. It happened because the physical act of chewing reactivates communication systems in your body that most people completely ignore. The clove was only the messenger. But the ritual of chewing was the language my nervous system had finally learned to understand again. In this video, I am going to show you the pure science behind this 7-day protocol. We will go through the top 5 physical changes you will notice. And I promise you, at number 1, I will reveal the true secret behind why this practice is so transformative, especially after the age of 50. Stay until the very end, because I will show you the exact safe protocol for how to chew these cloves, and which medications make this experiment absolutely off limits. To understand what happens in your body over these 7 days, we need to let go of the illusion that digestion begins in the stomach. Health processes are initiated by signals from your head, long before anything reaches your stomach at all. In medicine, we call this the cephalic phase of digestion. When you place a whole clove in your mouth and chew it slowly, you are not simply grinding plant material. You are triggering a highly precise 3-stage neurological cascade. First, your saliva production surges. The powerful aromatic compounds of the clove trigger a flood of saliva, rich in digestive enzymes such as amylase. Second, your oral nerve receptors fire. The trigeminal nerve and facial nerves are massively activated by the intense sensory input, the warmth, the mild sharpness, the texture. Third, the digestive control center in your brain switches on. These signals travel at lightning speed to your brainstem, which then sends a prepare for digestion command via the vagus nerve to your stomach, pancreas, liver, and intestines. By chewing, you are essentially pressing the start button for your body's inner intelligence for the next full hour. And that brings us directly to the measurable effects. Number 5, the end of bloating and stomach cramps. The first thing you will notice after just a few days is a dramatic change in how you feel after eating. By activating the cephalic phase, you prepare your stomach to produce optimal amounts of gastric acid and signal the pancreas to have its enzymes ready. The result? Food is broken down far more efficiently, leading to significantly less bloating, gas, and that heavy, sluggish feeling after meals. Additionally, the small dose of eugenol released from the clove during slow chewing acts as a gentle carminative and mild antispasmodic. It dissolves that tense, knotted feeling of mild stomach cramps and promotes a general sense of gastric comfort. Number 4, the oral immune shield and fresh breath. Chronic bad breath is rarely just a dental problem. It is often a sign of imbalances in the gut or sinuses. Cloves attack this on 2 fronts simultaneously. The antibacterial properties of eugenol directly suppress the odor-producing bacteria on your tongue and in your throat. But even more important is the surge of saliva. It does not simply rinse away food particles. It creates an alkaline environment that is hostile to sulfur-producing bacteria. You are not masking the odor with mint. You are changing the entire oral ecosystem. At the same time, you are building an immune defense. This saliva contains antibodies such as IgA and antimicrobial enzymes. You are essentially turning on the tap for your first line of defense at the exact portal through which pathogens most commonly enter. Number 3, the blood sugar and craving. The intense complex flavor profile of a clove, sweet, bitter, sharp, and warming, sends a powerful closure signal to the satiety and reward centers of your brain. When you chew a clove after a meal, you are signaling to the brain a sensory endpoint. This reduces the psychological urge to mindlessly continue snacking or reach for something sweet. At the same time, the slow chewing process is a strong activator of the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. Since stress hormones such as cortisol directly disrupt insulin sensitivity, this calming effect leads to a more stable, moderate insulin response after meals. You are not changing the food. You are improving your body's ability to process it smoothly. Number 2. The deep calming of the vagus nerve. For people over 50, this may be the most valuable effect of all. Slow, rhythmic chewing is one of the most direct and accessible ways to stimulate the vagus nerve. This longest cranial nerve controls your parasympathetic state. Vagus nerve stimulation lowers heart rate, reduces the production of stress hormones, releases muscle tension, and prepares the body for rest and repair. This is precisely why chewing a clove in the evening can be far more effective than in the morning. It aligns with the body's natural wind-down process, improves sleep readiness, and reduces the background anxiety that so often increases with age. We have now seen how this small bud prepares digestion, strengthens the immune defense in the mouth, stabilizes blood sugar, and calms the entire nervous system through the vagus nerve. All of these isolated benefits are scientifically impressive, but we need to talk about the biggest misunderstanding surrounding this protocol. When you hear these results, you might think the clove is a chemical wonder weapon you simply need to swallow to be healed. That is the wrong approach entirely. We are now coming to number 1, the true secret behind all of these health improvements. A fundamental health principle that has been almost completely forgotten. Number 1. The true secret is the method, not just the clove. This is the most important shift in thinking of this entire experiment. Probably a full 70% of the health benefits do not come from the biochemical profile of the clove itself. The true healing effects come from the methodology. They result from slow, mindful chewing, from targeted nerve activation, from deliberate saliva production, and from consciously preparing the digestive system. The clove, with its unique combination of aroma, flavor, and active compounds such as eugenol, is simply the perfect, highly concentrated tool for making this ritual extraordinarily effective and pleasant. The true secret lies in rediscovering a forgotten fundamental health principle. Our body systems are literally waiting for clear, gentle instructions from our own behavior. Chewing is that instruction. Here is the exact 7-day protocol and the safety rules you must know. Step 1. The execution. Take a single, whole clove, place it in your mouth, and chew it very slowly and deliberately for 60 to 90 seconds. Allow the saliva to mix thoroughly with the aromas. Afterwards, you can either spit out the fibrous remains or swallow them if it feels comfortable. Step 2. The timing. Do this 2 to 3 times per week, ideally directly after a main meal or in a moment of acute stress. Step 3. What you must avoid. Never chew several cloves at once in a single session. Do not do this daily on a completely empty stomach, as this can irritate the mucous membranes. Do not use this method if you have active mouth ulcers or wounds, as clove oil is extremely potent and can cause burning. The red card, important medical warning. If you are taking strong prescription blood thinners such as warfarin, do not adopt this habit without first consulting your doctor. Cloves have a mild antiplatelet effect that can influence blood clotting. Also, stop immediately if you experience a burning sensation, have active stomach ulcers, or notice any irritation. True health progress does not always consist of adding expensive, complex supplements or following extreme protocols. Often it is about rediscovering the profound power of a simple, ancient action, performed with presence and understanding. It is about using what we already have in our kitchen in the biologically correct way. Chew slowly, breathe deeply, and until next time.